Yes, NOAA, NOAA is important, but DACC is where we go, Clay. David Carnes, Allison Pryor, Cedric, and Clay.
I like it. I like it a lot. And speaking of the hurricane season, again, here is another format of the 2023 Outlook from NOAA. Again, about 12 to 17 names stored. It's a pretty broad range, but that's pretty much what you would expect during a normal season. About a 40% chance of a near normal season this year. 5 to 9 hurricanes and 1 to 4 major hurricanes. So hopefully we don't have any major landfalling systems. But again, today is the official first day of hurricane season here in the Atlantic Basin. We're going to get things kicked off with Arlene this year, and you can see a list of all the names there. Of course, this is easily accessible online, and we are actually tracking a little bit of tropical mischief in the Gulf of Mexico. Now, this only has about a 20% chance of formation over the next 5 days, but it is going to bring some pretty impactful weather to the Emerald Coast of Florida down into the peninsula. Not really going to have impacts on our weather, but if it were to become a named storm, it would be Arlene. But here locally, things are dry. We're looking good on this Thursday morning. Temperatures 66 here in Chattanooga, 57 in Murphy, 64 in Dayton. Later on today, we're going to crank up the heat a little bit. We're talking mid 80s here from the valley down to northeast Alabama, a little bit cooler atop the plateau where temperatures will top out in the upper 70s, but the humidity is going to be out there as well. We're going to have dew points in the 60s. So again, if you have any plans to be outside for long periods of time, if you work outside, stay hydrated. That's always very important this time of the year. Let's take a look at your futurecast because we will have a few chances of pop-up storms. Again, very similar to yesterday. I know I got a really good downpour at my place in Red Bank, and that's what we're going to see today. Not everyone's going to see rain, but those who do could have some locally heavy downpours. And you can see by about 2 o'clock, some of that activity starts to develop along the Blue Ridge Mountains down into North Georgia, also along the Cumberland Plateau. So again, the initial round of storms will favor the higher elevations. Some of those will drift into the valley. But again, rain chances probably 20, 30, maybe 40% at most. And then overnight, we'll have a few lingering showers into North Georgia perhaps. And by Friday, we're going to do it all over again. So we'll start off dry. And then by the afternoon, we'll have just enough moisture out there for just a few spotty showers at Friday evening. So again, not going to have any widespread rain, but there could be locally heavy downpours. You can see your futurecast rainfall very sporadic here across the Tennessee Valley, and the humidity also going to be around through this weekend. Slightly more comfortable next week, but we're going to crank up the heat a little bit. We're talking Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Pretty good chance we're going to have 3 days in a row of 90-degree heat, which Friday, if we hit 90, that would be the first time this calendar year that we've hit 90 degrees in Chattanooga. So again, the earliest we've ever hit 90, April 1st back in 95, the latest July 11th. So we're going to be right in the middle of that. And over the last 3 years, we've hit 90 anywhere between that 3rd and 4th week of May to as late as June 3rd back in 2020. So it looks like June 3rd, once again, or June 2nd, I should say, pretty good shot of hitting 90 degrees for the first time here in the Tennessee Valley. But for today, again, 86, a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day with those isolated showers and storms getting going a little bit later on. Then tonight, 66, partly cloudy and warm. And for your next 7 days, again, Riverbend this weekend. If you're heading out for the festivities, stay hydrated, use that sunscreen. And then going into next week, remaining toasty with temperatures in the upper 80s. So we're just not going to break that heat anytime soon.